Good morning, I'm back with another channeling. So this morning when I was doing my meditation, I received a few visions that I want to share in this video today. I'm trying to do daily channeling for my subscribers. So if you're viewing this video for the first time, do remember to subscribe so there is this energy exchange whereby when I'm doing my meditation, I'm able to pick up clearer in terms of energy and what you need to know in this moment. So this morning when I was doing my meditation, I saw a vision of a cage. It's almost like there is entrapment, but what I was told in my meditation is that you kind of did put yourself in this situation, which means there was free will. You have actively chosen to cage yourself in this box. And then they showed me someone else who's involved in this situation. There's this blue energy about this person. Or maybe you can Google a little bit about aura and like the blue, what it represents as well. I saw trees. It's all about grounding, being in touch with nature, being in touch with your authentic self is the key message. And what I'm trying to say in this video is you have a decision to make. You can actively choose to not put yourself in this situation, to not allow someone else to tell you otherwise. If that's not you, that's not you. The other thing that has been coming through is the use of labels, your own self-talk. It is important for you to really keep things open. Don't be too quick to jump to a certain label to say that this is me and I am like this, I'm like that. You want to keep it open and observe for yourself what kind of person you are. There's this energy of learning in today's message to ask you to keep an open mind to all the messages that are coming through, to keep an open mind and receive from the divine, receive from your source. If you're stuck in a situation and you don't know how to get out of it, being in touch with yourself is the solution. So what I mean by that is a lot more grounding, and grounding can be done through various methods. The first that I would always encourage people to do is empath meditation. So what you want to do is to clear people's energy off you. Of course, there are other options like Reiki and all that. Or you can go to some energy healers to remove certain blockages in your energy. Or you can just simply practice some meditation on your end. You can just go and find on YouTube. There's this one that I personally do all the time. It's empath meditation. So what that does is to release all the negative energy that has been around your energetic field. And then what it does after that is to visualize protection and boundaries. You connect with the source from above, and you also connect with Mother Earth, the grounding energy, to find who you really are. And that's something that you want to constantly do regularly, because if you are someone who actively interacts with many people, for example, at work, whatsoever, this is something that is important for you to refresh your energetic field every now and then. So personally, I am a tarot reader and I'm a spell worker, which also means that I do carry people's energy with me quite easily, not really by choice, but through energetic exchange, which is why I now practice daily meditation. So I do it in the mornings to ground myself, and at night sometimes to release if I feel heaviness. And sometimes in the mornings, I do channeling for myself. I connect with my spirit guides, or I connect with my client's spirit guides. It really depends on what's required in that moment. But what I'm trying to say is that with all this meditation, it brings me a lot of clarity, even though I'm talking to a lot of people. I'm exchanging a lot of energy with people. I'm talking to people with problems. It doesn't drain me anymore as much as it did in the past when I first started, like months ago, like start of the year. I do think that there are merits in really just trying to ground yourself, understand who you are as self. When you're rooted to ground, rooted to nature, that is when you will be able to stand firm on who you are as a person, and no matter what people say, you have clarity all the time who you really are. It's not about labels, it's not about like how you view yourself, but to really be sure and confident of yourself in every moment, despite challenges, despite naysayers. And I feel like that is the message that you need the most when you come across this video. It is to really stand firm in your own energy, right? I'm not even saying like being stubborn with your decision. I'm just saying you just have to stand firm in your own energy. Don't be swayed by external influences. Don't be swayed by perspectives that are not yours. Do not be swayed by emotions that are not yours. And only for you to really recognize what exactly your energy is. Like, how do I differentiate whether this is my energy or someone else's energy I'm carrying? Is it someone else's emotions I'm carrying, or is it mine? You have to ground yourself, because if you don't ground yourself, that's when you keep going back into this loop of like, is this mine or is this someone else's? It's a feeling that's difficult to describe. I'm trying to find the right words for it. But once you speak your only truth, you are authentic to yourself, and ego is not in the way of you saying something to get something in return. You are just saying something because that's really how you feel, no matter the result, no matter if the person reciprocates or not, no matter if the person leaves or not. That is your authentic truth, and that's something I've been practicing. So even in reading, sometimes, I tend to come across messages that are a bit extreme, and I do have to be honest with my clients, and I do also have to give them this disclaimer that you might not like what you're hearing right now, but this is what you need to hear in this moment. And that is my truth, and that is the reality, and that is my job, to convey difficult messages when necessary. And in my perspective, if people are not ready to hear that, they are not ready to hear that, okay? Same love for you guys. If you're telling someone something, your truth, and people invalidate your feelings, they're not ready to meet you at your level. They're not ready to work through all these problems and triggers that they're getting through your authentic message. If someone genuinely has healed from their own wounds, I don't think they'll be having any form of issues, receiving any form of difficult messages from anyone in any circumstances. So understanding that would be really important, that it is not your responsibility to make someone accept you. You just have to be yourself. You just have to be your authentic self. You need to trust yourself more, build that confidence within, and that's when everything else gonna align in terms of people are gonna fall in the right places. You're gonna be in the right workplace. You're gonna be surrounded by people who genuinely want to celebrate you and your skill sets and your value. And people will start to help you and make sure that your manifestations are coming through, right? And coming true. So I think that when it comes to grounding, it is really, really the bare minimum anyone should do before anything else can come into place. This includes manifestation. Okay, so this is my message for you today. And if you want to, you can subscribe so that so that you get notified. You have to hit the bell. Get notified on all my daily channelings, and I try to do collective readings more here on this channel. I actually did a whole video about building boundaries for empaths, which I think I will re-record. It was weird, it just went missing, the video just disappeared, so I might actually just do it again later. So again, sending all of you love and light, and trust yourself and embrace your darkness is something that I like to really encourage. Okay, this is Coco. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, and I'm a secular spell worker. I don't really like to label myself, as I have mentioned for you guys here as well in this video. But I do practice other things. I do receive messages from spirit guides when I do actively connect and channel. So here you have all this information about me, so do subscribe if you want daily videos.